Imagine a galaxy where humanity is not just surviving, but thriving among the stars, protected by fleets of warships and crews who view duty as a sacred oath. You are part of the vanguard, facing off against alien empires, rogue AIs, and internal conspiracies that threaten to tear the fragile peace apart. But when you realize that the greatest threat isn't an external enemy, but the corruption within your own ranks, you understand that true leadership requires more than just firepower. It requires integrity. Welcome to the Robert C. James Complete Sci-Fi Collection, the definitive, action-packed, and deeply satisfying box set by Robert C. James. If you love military space opera tropes, underdog victories, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching elite soldiers dominate the battlefield through teamwork, strategy, and superior firepower, this audiobook marathon will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in military sci-fi, blending the visceral crunch of tactical combat with the profound warmth of brotherhood. The narrative kicks off with the deployment of our protagonists, thrusting them into a brutal new reality where their skills are tested every single day. The atmosphere is thick with the smell of ozone and burnt fuel, the hum of strained engines, and the creeping dread of knowing that every mission could be their last. James excels at capturing the psychological resilience of the soldier, making every secured perimeter, every dogfight victory, and every tense negotiation feel like a high-stakes gamble, where the price of failure is not just death, but the loss of the family they've built in the cockpit. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat to life, making the crack of rifle fire, the shudder of impact, and the gruff, determined banter of the squad feel incredibly real and deeply immersive. But beyond the spectacular action and the survival mechanics, the soul of the series lies in its characters and the heavy burden of legacy. These aren't just soldiers, they are deeply human individuals struggling with the moral weight of protecting the next generation in a world that has forgotten respect. The emotional anchor of the story is their fierce, unbreakable bond with each other and the younger survivors they mentor, a found family bound by shared trauma and the knowledge that they are the last line of defense. The audiobook format elevates these intimate moments, making the quiet conversations by the fire feel just as impactful as the explosive, heart-pounding last stands. As the plot accelerates toward its climax across the series, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major raider coalition targets the community's sanctuary, forcing the crew into a desperate, high-stakes confrontation that tests everything they've built. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive, hard-earned victory that proves humanity's greatest weapon isn't youth or technology. It's the indomitable spirit of those who refuse to fade away. Robert C. James' Complete Sci-Fi Collection is a triumph of the military space opera genre. It is smart, gritty, and unapologetically intense. Robert C. James has crafted a saga that perfectly captures the thrill of the ultimate underdog holding the line. Plug in your headphones, check your perimeter, and join the crew. The world may be young, but their fight is timeless.